All right, happy Friday. Good morning, everybody. Quick little recap of this week. Monday we had the mixture of balance and stability and core and load positions, supportive positions on our pulling. We had the combos of pushing. Wednesday was the opposite, again, that theme of core turning on, stability and balance and load and support. You had the single side pushing. Again, it was more triceps and chest and shoulders, but you had that pulling combos. Both had some legs, both had some abs. Everything's kind of sticking out per se. Today we're going to get after a little bit. Today, Rob's currently a little ahead of us. Today we're going to rotate between legs round 1, abs round 2, upper body round 3, legs round 4, blah, blah. We're basically going to do 15 rounds of work, but every 5 I change the working combos. Legs, we'll talk about legs because I want load, blah, 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 blah. So today's definitely a work day, but we're still going to hit our legs, abs, and our upper body, okay? But we do need to get warm. We need our body ready to get warm, so let's just do a quick, but don't go fast, warm up, a little bit of everything, right? 10 regular squats, the hips, right? Glutes. It's a great time to move those joints. Notice I'm talking joints, hips, knees, ankles, spine, and it's a great time to lengthen those muscles as you squat and get things safely turned on. That's why we do these things. 10 regular squats, hips, glutes, eyes, thighs, 10 stationary reverse lunges, right? It's basically to keep those legs warm and moving. And again, I'm not trying to scare you away from joints, but they gotta get lubricated. They gotta get moved, especially on these working days. 10 stationary reverse lunges, and then we'll do our 10 standing scissors. And again, it's not stretching, but it's that dynamic lengthening, and it's supposed to get that body a little more, again, flexible, lengthened, moving. You add the hips and the shoulders and the spine. You are using those joints to get that body going. Yada, 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 yada. 10 regular squats, 10 stationary reverse lunges, 10 standing scissors. Shake it off. 10 wide squats. Remember, my volume is up like this, right? Trying to give you some energy because we are going to get after it a little bit today. 10 wide squats, known as your flexibility squat. Maintain or increasing motion compared to your regular squat. You're going to feel those muscles lengthen more. 10 wide squats, 10 alternating, balancing, lengthening, stiff-leggeds. And I still see it all the time. People stop the motion. They go down and then they kind of come up. Get all the way up. Shorten those posterior muscles. When you can get all the way up, whether you're doing stiff-legged deadlifts, regular deadlifts, squats, lunges, when you can get all the way up and complete the motion, you're going to be in a lot safer position. Your body will be ready to lengthen and work, and people always forget that. 10 on the stiff-legged deadlifts, and then you're 10 on your runners, standing runners, more of a mobility exercise. Standing runners, breathe, focus, elbows to knees, not knees to nose. We have 2 more parts before we start our workout. 10 narrow squats, we'll start that part 3. So this is a 4-part warm-up, 120 total movements. 10 narrow squats, again known as your mobility squat. Hips, knees, ankles, spine, and then lengthening hamstrings, glutes, activating those hammies, glutes, and quads on your narrow squats in combination with your 10 stationary forward lunges. It starts adding that load and torque and leverage that you put on those joints. Again, notice that's kind of a topic right now. I want those joints ready to work, move, handle the impact, and of course I never want them to hurt. That's not the idea. 10 stationary forward lunges, and you have your 10 Jack LaLannes. I do want you to think stretching when you're doing your Jack LaLannes. And again, you gotta get big, you gotta get tall, so you can consistently and effectively go back down. 10 Jack LaLannes. Big, huge motion. After those Jack LaLannes, we're gonna have the one more part. You'll be on the ground, you've done this before, your 10 scissors ab version, your 10 runners ab version, and your 10 prone swimmers, whether you're on your hands and knees or your stomach. And that'll be the final part of this warm-up. We need to get this party started on a Friday. Breathe and focus and work. 10 ab scissors, 10 ab runners, and 10 prone swimmers, whether you're on your hands and knees or laying on your stomach. All of these are good core ab exercises. Engaging the middle of your body. I know it sounds corny, like Middle Earth. Get in the middle of your body, it's your strong center, and that way you can exert some force today. When you get to those swimmers, we've talked about it a million times, hands and knees, potentially more balance, potentially more lengthening, and don't get me wrong, it's really good activating. Laying on your stomach, you're supported, and as long as you maintain the focus, you're gonna lose some motion. You could potentially get more contraction. So both positions are good. Ultimately, it comes down to comfortability of laying on your stomach. However, mixing them up is muy fantastico. Rob, you got your 20 and then your shoulders, right? All right, we're gonna turn the dial up. Now I'm trying to, I can't really simulate doing sledgehammers and medicine ball slams and kettlebell swings per se, and rope slams. I can't really do that at home. So I have small adjustments for the online version. Our 10, 20, 30, 20, 10 are gonna be your plyometrics. So we got jump squats, you got split jumps, you got lateral bench hops, burpees, skater hops. We're gonna do that one 10, 20, 30, 20, 10. You got a pyramid on your plyometrics, okay? And I want you to go at your own pace and tempo, but I also want you to listen a little bit too. I'm gonna give you the first 3 rounds to help you get into rhythm because I don't want you to wait for me. Your plyometrics are a pyramid, 10, 20, 30, 20, 10. Round 1, you're gonna do 30 heavy, slow legs, any legs, regular squat, wide squat, narrow squat, lunge, any legs. You could even do quads, iso quads. You could do hip bridges. All I want you to do is have slower, heavier legs. Round 2, you're gonna do abs, any abs. Sit-ups, reverse crunches, and V-ups, and toe touches, blah, blah, blah. Round 3, I want 30 slow chest. And again, whether it's push-ups or bar bench press, dumbbell chest press, TRX chest press, chest flies. Okay? Once we get into rhythm, like our last several workouts, it's gonna make sense. Okay, but you won't do chest again today. How about that? When you're ready, 10 plyometrics, 30 heavy, slow legs, 20 plyometrics, 30 slow abs, 30 plyometrics, peak of the pyramid, and then you have your 30 on your chest. I will give you more as we get closer, okay? Don't wait for me. That's not a green light to just going super fast. It's a green light for working hard. When you're doing plyometrics, you got more power that needs to be created. You are going to move and displace your weight further, and longer, bigger, harder, right? Plyometrics. But it's always going to yield some sort of impact, right? Jumps, squats, split jumps, burpees. You got your skater hops, lateral bench hops. And then everybody at the gym is doing the sledgehammer. So I know they're different. When you get done with your 10, which should be done, right? You have 30 legs. You got regular squats, wide squats, narrow squats. You got stiff-legged RDLs. You got any lunge. But yes, iso quads, ankle weights, or hold a dumbbell, hip bridges. They don't have to be super hard. I want them slow and heavy. That is a different thing than super hard, slow and heavy. Notice I'm not doing anything right now. When you get to your 30 legs, acknowledge you're going to do 5 sets of 30 legs today, eventually. 5 sets of 30 abs today, eventually. And you have your 5 different upper bodies eventually today. But we're going to work between all of the things. Okay? Round 1, 10 plyometric, 30 legs. Round 2, 20 plyometric and 30 abs. Your abs are the bigger abs. Sit-ups, reverse crunches, V-ups, slow toe touches, slow scissors, slow runners. Again, at the gym, you have jackknives, hanging ab tools, and of course, other types of tools, right? So there's a level of intensity. Trying to bring the dial up a little bit. You guys have had some very thorough, good, mindful workouts this week. 20 plyometrics, 30 abs. When you get there, it's 30 plyometrics, peak of the pyramid, and then you're going to have your 30 slow, heavy chest. And as we're doing that, I'll give you the next couple rounds to start mulling over. When you're doing your abs, remember sit-ups get a bad rap, and I've said that a million times. You've got so many different positions on your sit-ups, laying on different tools, legs straight, knees bent, feet wide, feet narrow, lots of different positions. Reverse crunches, there are subtle changes. You can have your legs perfectly straight. You can be in an isometric position and you're gonna breathe and focus more. Yeah, it could be a lot more abs, I'm not gonna lie. However, it can also bug your back and your neck and your shoulders, and that's not really the intent. Okay, only your abs and only your core. So you can have legs straight, you have knees slightly bent, your legs crossed. There's lots of little changes on reverse crunches or hanging abs. V-ups, again, you have small changes between what you sit on, bigger, slower, harder, challenging. Rob, you're on your 4th set of legs. We can talk about small adjustments if we need to here soon, okay? Today you're working. Round 2 is 20 plyometric, 30 on your abs. You'll do 5 sets of 30 abs today. Round 3 is 30 plyometrics. Remember, I want plyometrics. I don't really want agility. We're saving that for later, okay? They are 2 different things. Plyometrics are bigger. Plyometrics require you to create more power, to displace the load, to possibly have more impact. Round 3, 30 plyometric, 30 on your chest. Slow, heavy chest. And if you don't have physical load, today if you want to, you could do a fly press combo. That would naturally slow you down. Notice how my voice slowed, my talking slowed down. So if you don't have heavy physical load, a fly press combo could be good. You don't have to. I'm just giving you an idea on your 30 slow chest that you won't do again today. And notice I'm just dabbling on some of the plyometrics. Lateral bench hops, skater hops, jump squats, burpees, split jumps. Again, if I had my hands on you, you'd be doing sledge hammers in this circuit. So our exertion at the gym was I don't say upper body focus, but you're holding tools on all of your exertions today. So when you got to the legs, you hadn't used them very much. Round 3, as you start doing this round, I'm going to talk to you about the next couple so you don't take any breaks. After your 30 chest, you're going to do 20 plyometrics, then you're going to do 30 slow, heavy legs again, and then you'll do 10 plyometrics, and 30 slow abs. Rob, you got that rope? You're gonna slide that rope out. Always 30 slams. I do want bigger ones, either bigger double or bigger single. Always 30. You'll be back on your 4th set of your abs. You'll have your only set of biceps, dumbbells, or bar. And you guys are hearing Rob. Rob is in the final circuit today. Yeah. Again, when you get done with your 30 chest, you got 20 plyometric, then you're gonna have your 30 on your legs for the second time of 5 times. And remember, you don't have to do concentric dynamic leg exercises, which is any squat, any lunge, any leg press. You can do single joint or static legs, quad extensions, hip bridges. You know what? I would even let you do some calves too, but just be careful between calves and plyometrics and calves and agility. I know you guys are all studs, but let's just be careful of that, okay? Round 4 is 20 plyometric and 30 on your legs for the second time today. Then you'll do 10 on your plyometric and 30 abs for the second time today. I want you to get after this. I want you to turn the dial up. I want you to focus. We're going to essentially do 15 rounds of work, small little adjustments along the way. Breathe, focus, have fun, work hard. Again, your pace, your intensity, your focus. Definitely work out that if I have my, like this, a little more hands and eyes on you and my voice, right? Great online workout. Kind of be told what to do. Keep you in line on ultimate timing and pace. And round 4, 20 plyometric, 30 on your legs. I want your legs heavy and slow. Regular squat, wide squat, narrow squat. Stiff-legged RDLs is both hands, both legs. Ball squats, box squats, bozu, ball squats. We have the tools. I didn't really bring it out today because of all the other load I was looking for. Leg presses, any lunge, any alternating leg exercise. Round 5 is your 10 plyometric with your 30 abs. And you're not gonna rest. I'm gonna start talking about the next circuit so you can jump right into it, okay? As you're doing round 5, you'll start hearing about the next circuit. I want you to jump right into it, pun intended. Jump, squat, split, jumps, burpees, and high knees, and butt kicks, plyometrics. 10 plyometrics, 30 abs. As you're doing those 30 abs, try to keep an ear on me, at least one brain cell. Your next circuit is going to be a ladder, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. However, it's going to be more of your more of your planking in your core. So I started with all of our P's, plyometrics, right? The planking are going to come up next. So it's going to naturally slow you down, and it's getting rid of the medicine ball slams that you would have done at the gym, okay? But at any time during the planking things, if you have the tools and you really would rather do kettlebell swings, you can do kettlebell swings if you want to. Remember, at the gym, you have medicine ball slams, and worst case scenario, you do kettlebell swings. Again, I'm not trying to, sell anything, right? Round 1 of the next circuit, when you get done with your 30 abs, you're going to do 50, and you have your rotational planks, which are bigger, slower. You've got your elevator planks. If you slow it down, you can count each movement. If you do the quick ones, which I'm cool with, you're going to count revolutions. You got your plank swimmers, right? You got plank taps. I'm going to show you all these as we get to it, especially on the 50 and the 40 and the 30. After your 30 abs, you got 50 of your movement style planks. And then you're going to do 30 on your back. Whether you do rows or pullovers, you've done both this week. Again, when you get to circuit 2, rotational planks. It's a great exercise, but it would be a lot for 50. It's also the biggest and the slowest. You've got elevator planks. If you do it slowly, you can count each movement. If you do it quickly, you got to count the revolution. You got plank swimmers. Again, slowly, you're going to count each movement. You've got plank taps. You guys, when you get to your plank taps, if you try to play around the width of your hands and your feet, the narrower your hands and feet, the more balance and stability that's incorporated, and that's going to make it harder. And the idea on all of these is that you don't move your body. I know it seems like you're moving your body when you're doing rotational planks, but technically that body is staying in one spot. You are rotating in and out of plank. Plank swimmers, you're not moving your body. You are displacing your arm and your leg. You got your elevator planks. Again, the attempt is that you don't move your body. You are quietly going up and quietly going down. And then, of course, plank taps. Here's a challenge. I know you guys have all experienced this with me. If you were able to put a small plate, like a 2.5 pound or 5 pound plate on your back, if that plate falls off, you're moving your body. I've even put tennis balls on some of your backs. That's a really hard one. That's going to move easily. If anything falls off your back, that means you are moving your body. And that means your core is disengaging and you're using other things. Your plank things are going to be 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. After you're 50, you've got 30 on your back. Lat pullovers, trap rows. You won't do back again today. You won't do back again this week because it's Friday, unless you want to do something tomorrow or Sunday. Well, what is it for you? Is Sunday the end of the week or the start of the week? I'm going to say it's the end of the week for me. Rob, is Sunday the end of the week for you or the start of the week?
Start of the week for my kids.
Start of the week for your kids.
They say.
Okay. I'm more of a Sunday is like the end of the week. Huh. So this circuit's going to slow you way down compared to that plyometric circuit. Remember in the gym it was sledgehammers. All those sledgehammers are challenging. They don't really take that long. We have a pyramid on our sledgehammer or your plyometrics. When we are going to rotate through all of the things, 5 total rotations between the things. After you're 30 back, you're going to do 40 on your plank movements. And I challenge you to either find something to put on your back, which I know isn't easy to do, right? Here's my phone. You get into position, and you put the phone on the back, and then you get into your plank position, and then unless you're doing rotational planks, you want to keep that thing on your back. If it's a rollable item, it's going to be a lot harder, but it's still possible. And that's going to help you stay square, okay? Slowly. Okay, when you get to your plank things, it doesn't need to be wild and crazy. If you're trying to add load, clearly you put something else on your back. And again, most you've experienced that when I walk by and put a little plate on your back or an ankle weight on your back or a ball on your back. Round 2 is 40 on your plank movement, and you're going to be on your 3rd set of your 30 legs. 40 on the plank movement and 30 on your legs. You'll then do 30 on your plank movement and 30 on your abs. Lots of work is still ahead of you. We have a ladder on our plank movements, and I did that intentionally because I wanted to slow down the workout a little bit, and I wanted to be really hard. It's 150 total things, but it also forces you to maybe add a little variety between rotational planks, plank swimmers, elevator planks, plank taps, mixing them up. 40 plank movements, 30 on your legs. 30 plank movements, 30 on your abs. Motion, load, intensity. Rob, you're on your final legs. You'll be on your final abs, and then your only triceps. You got ropes, you got bars, you got dips, you got kickbacks, you got all the things as long as it's slow and heavy. If we need to get rid of the combos, let me know, but I think you're okay, right? Let's talk about those legs again, right? You got regular squat, wide squat, narrow squat, stiff-legged RDLs. Those are all your non-alternating legs. Ball squats, box squats, leg presses, slow, load, hips, glutes, eyes, thighs, posture, breathe. And for the most part, right, you're working your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes pretty equally, a subtle displacement here and there. You have your lunges, regular lunge, forward, backwards, lateral, step up, stiff-leggeds. We did all of our single leg exercises on Wednesday. We worked between the non-alternating legs and alternating legs on Monday. So I understand if you are tired of them, so that would then allow you to do the quad extensions. I just want you to slow it down. Maybe hold an ankle weight between your feet on your quad extensions. Hip bridges, again, we've done them sporadically throughout the weeks. Play around with the feet with regular, wide, narrow, higher, heavier hips. Calves, again, more than welcome to do calves. Just go stand against something. Make sure you have the most motion you can have, and make sure you try to have the most load holding weight or slowing it down, especially during this plank circuit. Round 2 was your 40 on your plank things, 30 on your legs. Round 3 is 30 on your plank things and 30 on your abs. You could almost call it a superset when you're doing your plank core exercise, and then you combo with your ab exercise. So that should be a nice, good, hard, challenging round, because then you're going to get back on your planks. So the 30 plank, 30 ab, 20 plank should be very enjoyable. Maybe that's not the right word. Invigorating. Ooh, I like the word invigorating. 30 plank, 30 ab, 20 plank is going to be invigorating. Woohoo! Again, I want you going at your own pace. That's why you're hearing all of the things. Your dial is turned up, which means you have controlled high tempo. Your pace is high. You're not resting. You're low. You're trying to challenge yourself on each movement to being bigger, slower, heavier, more methodical. So you can use the word intensity. When your focus is high, your load is high, your intent is high. That's going to be intense. They don't have to be fast. Again, round 3 is 30 on your plank movement. Rotational planks, elevator planks, plank swimmers, plank taps. And you know my rule, as long as it's a slower, controlled movement, you're going to count each movement. If you think faster is better, you can count revolutions. And if you want to challenge yourself by putting something on your back when you're doing anything besides rotational planks, please do so. You will find, I guarantee you, you'll find that you're moving your body a little bit. Everybody does by accident. And if it falls off, it's a fact you were moving your body versus me just telling you so. But you're going to get a nice little burn combo. You're going to have the 30 plank movement, the 30 on your abs, the 20 on your plank movement, and they're going to be onto our shoulders. You can push on shoulders and you can pull on shoulders. Focus, work, breathe. If there's things you feel like you haven't done in a while, please do them. I don't really think that's the case per se, but if you do feel that way, please mix things up. Planks, you got the 4 different main movement planks. Abs, I'm looking for that concentric motion ab exercise, because your combo is that planking core, plus the intent of our Monday and Wednesday with the stability, the balance, the load, the support, the weight distribution. Your core turns on more. Round 3 was a 30 plank movements of 30 abs. Round 4 is your 20 plank movements, and they're going to be on your 30 shoulders. You can push on shoulders, you can pull on shoulders. Then you'll be on your 10 plank movements, and you'll be on your 4th set of your legs, and you'll be going to the last circuit today. Very good job. Pace, tempo, intensity, load, all those things were high today. Round 4, 20 plank movements, 30 on your shoulders. We hadn't used the bars very much the last couple weeks at the gym, so everybody today had bar bench press, bar bent row, bar shoulders pushing or pulling, bar biceps, bar, we got plenty of tools on the triceps, but it was load and heavy. 30 on the shoulders, pushing, sitting tall, standing tall. You could stand tall and do upright rows. You could sit tall or stand tall and do your shoulder raises. Shoulders, lots of positions and tools. You'll have the 10 plank movements. You'll have your 4th set of your 30 legs to end this circuit. And then as you're doing it, I'll start talking about the agility, which I told you we would do today. The agility will go with the last circuit, and we're going to finish off all of the things. We'll do 5 total sets of legs, 5 total sets of abs, and 5 different upper bodies. Plenty of upper body this week. And honestly, I know you might feel your legs a little bit, but it was technically a lower leg week. It wasn't a non-existent leg week, but it was a lower leg week. It may not feel like that because of what we did, but I promise you numerically it was. As you do round 5, you're going to hear the next circuit. You got your 10 plank movements. You're going to have 30 on your legs, not quite your last time. And then your agility is always going to be 30. Remember, agility, for the most part, you're going to count revolutions because they're all quicker things like high knees, butt kicks, bench taps, mountain climbers, ski hops. If you are good at them, if they are simple, if they're smooth, if you feel quick, I do want you to count revolutions. But if you struggle with them or it's always jumping jacks, then they're going to be reps. And that's cool. But time under tension is a little bit lower, load is a little bit less, impact is a little bit less, but they're meant to be quicker and smoother and sexier. When you get done with your 30 legs, you're going to have 30 on your agility, always 30 on your agility, and primarily revolutions. Round 1 of the final circuit, 30 agility, 30 abs for the 4th time. Then you'll do 30 agility and then 30 biceps for the only time. And then you are so close to being done. You are so there. So the last circuit, you'll have 5 sets of 30 agilities. You're going to have your abs, your biceps, and then you're going to finish off the legs, abs, and triceps, and you're on the home stretch to your day. Thank you, Rob. Feel good?
Yeah.
You came, you saw, you conquered, you defeated? Rob is done with the workout that you guys are on. He got here at 4:55, and he's worked out for 2 hours. Just kidding. Just kidding. Again, just so you hear it, always 30 agility. And again, for the most part, you're going to count revolutions, high knees, butt kicks, bench taps, mountain climbers, ski hops. Those are all quicker, simple, quieter movements with speed and agility. But again, if you're slower, bigger, challenging, harder for your brain, and or jumping jacks, it's always reps. 30. Round 1 of that circuit is 30 abs, not your last abs. Round 2 is going to be 30 biceps, your only biceps. Round 3, you're back to your last set of legs. Round 4 is the last set of your abs. And round 5 is the only triceps. 150 legs, 150 abs, 150 upper body. You have the, 150, 150, 300, 390 on your exertions between plyometrics, planks, and agilities. And you have the 120 movement rep warm-up. We've actually had several workouts with more reps. We've had reps in the 11 and 1200 rep range. But those were all, of course, different workouts. Rob, have a great weekend, please. I'll see you on Monday. Again, round 1 of the final circuit. 30 agility, 30 abs. 30 agility, 30 on your biceps. 30 agility, final 30 legs. Home stretch to the workout. I just want to talk about the agility again one more time. You got your butt kicks. Again, quicker, quieter, simple. Remember, they're called butt kicks. Reach back on the butt kicks. You might even feel that anterior flexibility in your hip flexors and your quads. High knees. Remember, it's not running in place. It's high knees. Get your knees and feet up. Taps. You're going to switch those feet and switch those feet. If it's higher and harder and slower, it's going to be reps. If it's lower and quicker and quieter, it can be revolutions. Mountain climbers, again, you're in that mountain climber push-up plank position. And again, if it's big and quick, it's going to be revolutions. If it's harder and slower, it's reps. And then those ski hops. Again, hopping lightly over something, quickly over something, is going to be a revolution. If it does require more thought, it's going to be a rep. Of course, there's lots of things, rope slams. At the gym, you guys are doing medicine ball slams, optional kettlebell swings. 5 sets of 30 agilities. Round 1 was abs. Round 2 was biceps. Round 3 is your last legs. Round 4 is your last abs. And round 5 is your only triceps. Today is definitely a day that I would like you to stretch or elevate or foam roll. I've had a lot of achy legs and knees, and you guys know we always do legs, right? And it's not necessarily always doing leg exercises. It's the fact that you guys are very, very active. I don't train many people that don't do other things besides their workouts with me. We're getting active, we're getting busy. People are doing gardening, people are doing their lawns, right? Sun comes out, things grow. People are building decks. You're up and down your legs all day long. You're chasing your kids around the house, trying to make sure they do their homework. The lymphatic drain, you guys may have heard this before. Lay against the wall, butt against the wall, legs up against the wall. I guarantee you, you're all due for one of those. And if you need a picture of it, let me know. I can send you a picture of it. Lymphatic drain, you're going to drain the lymph system of your lower body, and you're going to get all the toxins out of your legs because they get stuck. Internal inflammation you can't see, but it's hard for your body to recover when you have internal inflammation because your body is just fighting that. Lactic acid, carbon dioxide, all those things get stuck in your legs. Ketones, again, those things get stuck in your lymph system. And you've ever heard of ketones, right? You break down your protein, it's going to yield amino acids, and you're going to have a byproduct of ketones. And those are waste, and they get stuck. Anyhow, 10 to 15 minutes, you probably don't have time to do it now, but try to do it sometime today or this weekend. I guarantee you're all due for one of those. If your toes and feet get really tingly and numb before 10 minutes, that means you had a lot of crud in your legs. And if you can lay there for more than 10 minutes and get to the 15-minute mark, it's not a bad thing. Nice job. You still did what I needed. You got all the stuff out of there. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, when you get done with this workout, great time to stretch, foam roll, elevate, hydrate, and nourish. Again, round 1, you guys should be done. 30 on the agility of the 30 abs. Round 2, you have the 30 agility of the 30 biceps. Round 3, you have the 30 agility of your 30 legs. Final legs today. Round 4, 30 agility, final abs. Round 5, 30 agility, and your final only 30 triceps. And I know Brian Malia went out of order, but she's a smart girl. She'll figure it out. I hope that's recorded. Brian noticed it. He said I wasn't going to say anything at all, but he wanted to acknowledge that you did your abs instead of your legs. But it's only because he's such a nice guy. Sorry, Brian, the bus came by. 5 sets of legs today, 5 sets of abs, 1 set of each upper body. Light, good, big day. Again, when you get done, please stretch, foam roll, elevate, hydrate. If you have time to do the lymphatic drain, it's at least 10 minutes, so don't do it if you don't think you have 10 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes, and you know, if you had a bunch of crud in your legs, which you can't see, right? You don't look down and see crud. You can't really feel it. Maybe you feel achy. Maybe you just feel like, I just got to bend my knees. I just need to move my legs. They feel heavy. They feel tired. That means you have buildup in your legs. Butt against the wall, legs in the air. Grab your phone. Grab whatever you need to do for 10-ish minutes. If your feet get really tingly and numb, that means you had a bunch of stuff down there you need to get out. And of course, you know the rules. When you're done, say goodbye, have a great day, enjoy your weekend. I'll see you Monday. We'll have another normal full week next week. The following 2 weeks, I have kids' mornings. I'm taking my kids to Arizona in 2 weekends for a family's birthday party. So you'll have a recorded workout for that weekend. Anyhow. And of course, it's the first week they're having a full school week. We booked this thing 3 months ago. I'm like, oh yeah, April 19th, we're all going back to school. Perfect. We'll be gone half of that week. Again, when you get done, say goodbye. 5 sets of 30 agility. You have the 30 abs, 30 biceps, 30 legs, 30 abs, and 30 triceps, dips, kickbacks, skull crushers, narrow push-ups, ropes, bars, slow and heavy. And then again, when you get done, stretch, foam roll, elevate, hydrate, nourish. And again, when you get done, say goodbye. Have a wonderful weekend.